The 7th season of Rick and Morty has finally premiered, and I thought it was pretty damn good. Obviously, the biggest thing everyone is going to be talking about is how the episode fares without Justin Roiland's involvement, but honestly, I felt like the show hadn't changed at all, because the episode was still as sharp and clever and funny and gross and character-driven as ever. So this is still the same Rick and Morty that I know and love, with or without Roiland's help. And the same can be said about his voice just as well, because Ian Cardone and Harry Belden do a fantastic job of voicing Rick and Morty respectively. Not only do they sound identical to Roiland, but they also manage to capture the spirit of the characters overall. Granted, Cardone has more to do than Belden here, since the Season 7 premiere is a Rick-centric episode, but I think that both actors did a great job nonetheless. I'm sure people will inevitably take issue with the new voices, but I didn't mind them at all. There was no point where the new voices pulled me out of the episode because I was thoroughly entertained with the story being told. And that story sees Rick struggling to have a meaningful talk with his friends, which means that this episode focuses on the relationship between Rick, Mr. Poopy Butthole, Bird Person, Squanchy, and Gearhead, and I absolutely loved that. Because instead of exploring the relationship between Rick and his family for the zillionth time, this episode allows us to see who Rick is when he's with his friends. The dynamic he has with his friends is totally different from the one that he has with his family, so I really enjoyed getting to see this side of Rick. And I enjoyed getting to see his friends as well, since we rarely get to see them all together. But aside from being an insightful and character-driven episode, I also thought the episode was a lot of fun. The handful of pop culture references and celebrity cameos that are present in this episode are all funny, surprising, and entertaining as hell. Some fans may take issue with the fact that the overarching plot involving Rick Prime does get sidelined here, but I honestly didn't mind that at all, because the story makes for a strong standalone episode that features a decent amount of character growth. Which means that the premiere of Season 7 acts as a solid return for Rick and Morty, and it proves that Roiland's departure from the series will not affect the overall quality of the show. So I cannot wait to see the next episode of Rick and Morty when it comes out on Sunday. If you'd like to hear me talk about more movie-related topics, you can listen to me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Instagram and TikTok. But as always, thanks for watching.